Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning. It's Reggie Pegues, the Prospering Dad. And it's Monday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I certainly did. It's beautiful here today in New York. I hope it's great weather wherever you are, whether you are here in the United States or abroad. And actually, I got to start saying good morning, good afternoon, or good night because I'm getting people who are jumping on my lives, watching me from all around the globe. And that's so exciting and so awesome. But as we always start, if you're watching me on YouTube, we are now over here on Facebook Live. So indulge me as I say good morning to those who come on in real time. As you come on, please type in the comments. Let me know where you're viewing me from. More importantly, let me know if you are watching live or if you are watching the replay. Good morning. This is my good friend Dorvel Carter, childhood friend. So good to see you. Hope you had a great weekend. Today we're going to talk about, are you open to receive what's yours? Are you open to receive what's yours? And the question I have for you today is, can you see it? Can you see it? The reason why I ask this, and today's topic is inspired by my spiritual daughter, Danielle Roberts, who posted something today that had me reflect on this. And I was also listening to some other content this morning. And we want to talk today about, I want to really talk to you today about visualization. What is it that you see? Okay? What is it that you see? And what I want you guys to realize, each and every one of us, we visualize stuff every day. Every day we see stuff in our mind. In our mind we see things. But generally and oftentimes the things that we see are not great or good possibilities. We see the negative. We see, oh, it's Monday, and we play out the whole day in our mind, or we're in the middle of a situation and we don't think the best outcomes, or we project and we focus on the negative outcomes. So we use visualization all the time. Visualization is part of our imagination, but are you using it in a way to benefit you? Are you using it in a way to help you be more, do more, have more? Well, that's the challenge. Many of us, we take for granted that the most valuable things that we have in our lives have been given to us for free. Good morning, Anna. Good to see you. We've been given the most valuable things, like, as I said, we've been given for free. We've been given our life for free. We've been given our mind for free. We've been given the ability to think and just, we have it so backwards that we think that the things of value are the things that we can actually purchase, when in actuality, those things can be replaced. But you can't be replaced. So many of us are not enjoying our best life because of our inability to use our imagination and to use visualization in a way to benefit us. So, how do we do this? The challenge is in you. I challenge you today to begin, as we've been talking about, to capture your thoughts, to really examine what it is that you're thinking about. Get into the habit, and because it is a habit, get into the habit of stop playing that negative tape over and over again from your past. Stop replaying that failure from your past over and over again. Capture that thought. Learn to create better images in your own mind from your imagination to achieve the things that it is that you want to achieve. I'll give you a case in point. when I first wanted to create a business, I was working a job, and I was, all consumed with that job because, many of us were like, well, I got to pay my bills. We're focused on so many other things. I got to pay my bills, and I got to do this, and I got to do that. And when you get into that type of mindset, it leaves you, or you feel it leaves you, very little time to think about anything else. But yet and still, the two things that we all have in common is that we all want something and we're all afraid of something. So when we're in that job mindset, we want to do more, but we're afraid to take the chance. We're afraid to bet on ourselves. We're afraid to take that leap of faith. So that creates conflict within us. So one of the things that I had to do was I had to visualize the possibilities. I had to visualize myself leaving that job. I had to visualize what I wanted to do. And I mean, you have to really make it, and I'm sure that you've experienced these things, good or bad, using visualization, but I had to visualize myself and see myself leaving that job, seeing myself creating a business, seeing myself being successful. And you got to make it just so real that you can feel it, that you can see it, that you can touch it. That's how important the power of visualization is. So the challenge is in you to create the mental images and the mental pictures that you can grab onto, that you can build on each and every day. The type of visual images that make you get up in the morning, the ones that make you smile, that when those negative thoughts try to creep in, that you can pull up that visual image of yourself and say, hey, you know what? This is where I'm going. This is what I want. This is what I want to do. So the challenge is in you. You have to change the picture. You got to change that video that's playing in your head. You got to change the way that you think. It has to be so vivid that you can feel it. It makes the hair on your arm stand up. You get goosebumps. It makes you smile. It makes you, really just excited. So the challenge is in you. The second thing that you need to be is you got to be open. You got to be open to change. You got to open your mind to say, hey, if I could imagine all this negative, I can also imagine positivity. I can see myself prosperous. I can see myself healthy. I can see myself enjoying life the way I want to enjoy it. I can see myself traveling. I can see myself starting that business. I can see myself starting that not-for-profit. And when you start to see it, you have to really get into it and walk around in it and feel it and touch stuff. And I want you to understand, and I learned this from experience, it's not going to be easy in the beginning. Why? Because you've been so accustomed and so inundated to thinking the opposite way. When you first start to try to visualize seeing yourself accomplishing things, okay, the pictures are going to be a little fuzzy. It's going to be a little hard for you to concentrate on. But that's where you have to change the habit. Because the more that you do it, the more you'll find peace, the more you feel relaxation, the more you'll be able to release anxiety, the more you'll be able to reduce your stress, the more you'll be able to surround yourself with the images that you want to have. I've actually really been focusing on this for the last 2.5 years because, again, as we've discussed before, the majority of the internal conversations that we have within ourselves are negative. But when you can get to the place where you can identify those conversations and you can start to just burn those images out of your mind, burn those words out of your mind, change your vocabulary, your self-image begins to change, your perspective starts to change. The way that you respond to things starts to change. Like they said, it's 10% of what happens to us in life and 90% of what we do about it. But we're so reactionary. Take the offense. Be on the offense. Take charge of your life. Take responsibility of your life. Use visualization to get to that place that you want to go. All successful people in life use visualization to their benefit. The Bible says we call those things that be not as though they were. That's a clear indication of visualization. We call those things, so we have to conjure it up in our mind. We have to see it in our mind. We have to feel it in our being. That's what faith is. Faith comes before the manifestation. So we have to believe it before it happens. And how do we do that? We have to see it in our minds. We have to feel it in our hearts. We got to feel it in our spirit. So we got to be open. We have to be very open to receiving what it is that's for us. And like I said, the subject today is, are you open to receive what's yours? I want you to understand that everything that you want in your life, you already have. The reason why you haven't seen it is because you don't, believe that you deserve it. You don't see it in your mind's eye clearly, and you're not taking action to obtain it. It's good to talk about a thing, but actions are stronger than words. Words have power, tremendous power, but it's when we take action that those words take meaning. So when we can see it in our eyes, for example, there's something that I need, that I want for myself in terms of getting some stuff straightened out with my mouth, right? There's some dental work that I need to get done. And I went to have an assessment done at the dentist, and the doctor said to me, he said, well, it's going to take about $30,000 to restore your mouth the way that you want. Because my desire is, I want to smile. I want to get back to a place of smiling. I don't smile as much as I want or as much as I like. And that's one of the things I admire and appreciate in other people. I appreciate their smiles, and I want that. And it's going to take $30,000 for me to get that. Hey, good morning, Tony. Good to see you. It's going to take me $30,000 to get that. So the first thing that I had to do was when I was sitting there, and I started immediately, when they showed me the x-rays and they laid out the plan for me and everything else, I started seeing in my mind, I started seeing myself, and I had the doctor shoot an image of what the finished work would look like. And he gave me the picture of what my smile would look like after I have the work done. And every day I look at that picture so I can visualize in my own mind what I'm going to look like, how I'm going to feel, what it's going to do. So visualization is so important. It's so important, guys. You have to see yourself prosperous. You got to see yourself healthy. That might not be the way that you are right now in the moment, but that's what visualization is. That's what faith is. You got to see yourself. See yourself being, doing, and having everything that you want in life. Because abundance and prosperity is all around us. The problem is, do you see yourself in that space? Do you see yourself going to those places that you want to go traveling? Do you see yourself having a better relationship with your family? Do you see yourself starting that non-for-profit? Do you see yourself creating that business? Do you see yourself contributing to society as a whole? So, are you open to receive? Are you open to receive what's yours? Can you see it? When you close your eyes, you see yourself touching it, walking around in it. I see, we all talk about faith and in the by and by, but do you see it in your mind? When you practice this and change this habit about yourself, you'll begin to see the manifestations. You'll begin to see these things show up in your life on a daily basis, but it takes practice. And it's going to take some change. You're going to have to unplug from some things. Turn that television off. You know, read a book. Or just find 5 or 10 minutes a day where you can close your eyes, be quiet, and be still, and see yourself the way that you want to be. So guys, I hope you got some value today. It is Monday. I got some awesome people on here today. Again, like I said, Anthony Bethea, my man Tony, that's my hookup, man. He's one of the most wonderful people, first and foremost, but it's such a tremendous vendor. If you're on Jamaica Avenue by the E on Parsons and Archer, man, please stop by his stand. He's an awesome vendor. He has great products, all natural products, and he's worth spending 5 or 10 minutes and having a conversation with. Anna Marie Sanchez out of Texas. She's awesome. That's one of my business partners. And for everybody else who jumped on, good morning. It's a wonderful day. It's Monday. It's a beautiful day. Sharon, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a minute. She's another wonderful person. You know, it's Monday. Make the most of your week. Make the most of every day that you have. Are you open to receive what's yours? Can you see it? Hey, Danny, good to see you. I think you're a first-time viewer. So, guys, I hope that you guys got some value. Go over to my YouTube channel, Reggie, Reggieb, Pegues, Pegues, and like this video. Like any video that you watch on my channel. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button so when I upload new content, you will be the first to know. Hit the notification button here, particularly if you want to join me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, so you can get this word. Hit the notification button here. Like and share this video today because someone needs this word today. On that note, guys, I got to run. Have a great Monday. Have a great week, and I will talk to you again on Wednesday.